Hey everybody, Ben here from DMC Films, and I just came back from the art store, and I am psyched because I got a lot of really cool stuff. Not really anything new per se, but a lot of really cool stuff. So I'm going to get this stuff out of the trunk and show you what I got. So for those of you that don't know, art store to an artist is like Candyland to, I guess, a little kid. So, I'm actually on the other side of my table here today just to give enough headroom. I'll bring my bags over here. And we'll see what kind of fun stuff we got. So, as I mentioned before, I got a big bucket of Studio Series acrylic gesso. This is a light body gesso. I picked up a light body this time. The one I have over on the other side is Artist's acrylic gesso, which is a little bit thicker. This one's a little bit thinner than the new one. And the reason I went with the thinner stuff is so I can use it in slightly different applications and other sorts of things. I also want to take this opportunity to note that I guess I'm not wearing my headset right now, but you know what? I'm too excited to worry about it right now, so we'll just worry about this. Other big things are a 11x14 bristle pad. I've actually fallen in love with bristle paper after trying it. I wasn't sure about it at first. People were like, it's really good. You should really try it. I was like, okay. And I tried it and I'm like, this stuff's amazing. For those of you who don't know, bristle paper is used for a lot of manga and anime kind of style work. A lot of that kind of real crazy illustrative inks, markers, that kind of thing. Usually on bristle paper. It's thicker. There's only, 20 sheets on this big pad, so it gives you kind of an idea of just how thick this paper is. Probably looking at 2 millimeters or so. So pretty thick. Picked up a new 11x14 drawing pad. A lot of my drawings that I've done, my Sonic drawing, I'm trying to think what I have a video, Fountain of the Gods is like that. Used my old 11x14. My most recent, Chocolate with Chocolate. If you haven't seen this video, go check it out. It's on my old 11x14 pad. Whoops. That's one bag. Now onto the bag of really crazy cool stuff. Besides the receipt. So this is my annual Christmas trip. I usually take one sometime after Christmas because I usually either get gift cards or something. So this is my big Christmas trip, so this is the real reason behind that. I got a special X-Acto knife for very fine cuts and things because I've been using a box cutter recently, and it's good. It works for what I need, but this is for more detailed work and more fine paper cuts. Spare blades for the knife. I got a new brush, which is actually an old new brush. This is a number 18 filbert, and you'll see me use this brush quite a lot. My original shadows and highlights tutorial with the big tree. I talk about this brush a lot. I always say, oh, I don't know what brush it is because the paste covered it. That particular brush is still fairly usable, but it's starting to get old. It's 5 years old. It's starting to break down a little bit. So this is a brand new one, exact same brush I've been using for years. You see a little bit of a yellow. My old one has some tape on it, so you don't see the yellow, but again, exact same brush. Number 18 filbert. Really, really nice. Next, picked up some General's charcoal pencils. Now I've been using charcoal pencils just recently. I just started using them for stuff. Kind of taking a different shift in my drawing recently, and been trying out with some hard charcoal. I'm actually kind of really enjoying the hard charcoal because I've only really ever used soft. There's also a white charcoal pencil in here. I don't really know much about white charcoal, so this is sort of a new experience. It's also got a small kneaded eraser, which you always need a kneaded eraser. Next up, we got some more India ink. I've got some over on the corner there, but I'm actually starting to run out. I've been running on the same bottle for almost 2 years now, and it does last a while, but the ink work that I do, especially with the stuff with my feathers, usually uses a little bit more. Next up, acrylic mediums. Now recently I've been using the golden mediums, but these are the Utrecht medium, which is the store I shop at. Basically the same stuff. I got these ones instead because one, they were on sale for like half the price of these little ones, and it's bigger, so it's like, you know, double the size, half the price. That's a no-brainer right there. This one is modeling paste, which is the same thing as molding paste. Some people call it molding paste, some people call it modeling paste. It's the same stuff. It's just a slightly different name. Next up, gloss gel, same as the Golden Soft Gel Gloss. Again, pretty much the same stuff, bigger container, it was cheaper. You get the idea. Sakura Pigma Micron pens. Great for illustration, that kind of thing. These are the ones with there's a couple of sort of like brush style pens in this one, which I've never used before, so that's kind of new for me. I've really only used the small to largest of the two. So it's going to be great. Probably some new ink work coming up soon. Just using these. Next up, I'm going to save this one. I'll do that one last. Next up are 2 tubes of paint, some Parole Red and Quinacridone Magenta. These are pretty much standard colors for me, and I was running low on both of them, so I'll pick those up. Finally, I got one pastel. You're like, one? Yeah, just one. This is a Rembrandt pastel. The color is... It gives me all these things, and none of them are in English. Some sort of a deep red. Anyhow, if you're not familiar with Rembrandt pastels, they are pretty much the highest quality chalk pastel on the market. I've used them once a long time ago, and to get a box of these, it's like $40 for 15 of them. So this particular one was like $3.50 for this one. Since I'm probably never going to buy an entire box because it's just ridiculous, and I'll never go out and spend that much money on one thing, not counting my computer. I'm probably just going to get one at a time for a very long period of time. So, building my way up. Number one is red. I was actually low on some of my normal red pastels. I think this is a really good opportunity to start working my way up by using these just one at a time as I see fit. So, that's about it. For more information on all of these products, do check out the most recent live show. That is Sunday from the Studio, episode 6. This is Ben from DMC Films. See you guys next time.